Every great story has a hero. And every hero starts at the same place, struggling, broken, or unsure of themselves. But that struggle that you might hate, it's what actually makes them strong. And I think it's what can make you strong as well. For those of you who don't know, my name is Rick Goodman and I'm the creator of Vexick Fitness, and I'm on a journey to create a strong society through building strong individuals. If that interests you, then make sure to like and subscribe, turn on the post notifications, and leave any comments down in the comments section for us, and we'll keep coming to you with great content like this in the near future. So, if that interests you, let's dive right into it. Now, think about who some of your favorite characters are when it comes to heroes. One of my favorite characters, and you know what? I will say it. One of my favorite characters is Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. And Tanjiro didn't become a hero without loss. Eren didn't become a villain without loss, but that's besides the point. Asta didn't become a hero without struggle. He didn't become a hero without struggle or pain, and he didn't become a hero without people constantly bashing on him for being born the way he was born. Jack didn't become the greatest warrior in his story without the necessity of defeating the villain who destroyed his home. Think about it. Every heroic story usually starts out with the main character or the hero dealing with some type of struggle. They need the motivation, they need the discipline, and they need something to give them a reason to fight. And it might seem messed up. Not every hero has to go through something horrific in order to do that. But in order to become the stronger version of themselves, they typically have to go through a lot to become the best version of themselves, or to become the most powerful, the strongest, the most disciplined version of themselves. All of this applies to reality, and all of it is actually based on some aspect of reality. Think about the real heroes throughout history, or the real champions or winners and warriors throughout history. People like Teddy Roosevelt, Hector and Achilles, Miyamoto Musashi, Muhammad Ali, or any other fighters that you can think of, fighters, warriors, lifters, etc. throughout history. You need struggle. As I've stated before from Lost by John Locke, is that struggle is nature's way of making us stronger. Because without that struggle, for example, when you're lifting that weight, and you fail, your muscles will break down a little bit and it might hurt, it might be painful, you might be sore, but without that struggle, you won't become the strongest version of yourself. Not naturally, and not in a way that lasts, at least. You can think, woe is me, why is this happening to me, what did I do to deserve this? Or you can think, what is this trying to teach me? You can shift your mindset to, how am I supposed to grow through this? How is this supposed to make me into a better person? How can I become the best version of myself through this struggle or through this challenge? And the answer is simple. It's that the adversity isn't there to stop you. It's there to forge you, to build you into the version of yourself that you need to be in order to overcome those challenges. A hero is only as great as his greatest rival or greatest enemy. Now, we could think that society is our enemy. We could think that the people trying to tell us not to be manly are our enemy. We could think that the bullies we dealt with school are our enemy. It doesn't really matter. It just matters that you have to turn that struggle into your greatest weapon in order to become the most powerful version of yourself. Hell, I would never have joined martial arts if it wasn't for the fact that I was bullied as a kid and that I wanted to defend myself. I probably would have just said, okay, screw it, I can't do it. But I also had strong parents who were capable of teaching me that, you don't have to deal with people's crap. You can defend yourself. You can become the type of person who can succeed regardless of what people, try to do. And you can also defend yourself when nobody else will. Or, noble oblige. I believe that's how it's said. You defend the people who can't defend themselves. The strong protect the weak, and the weak emulate the strong and then protect those weaker than them. That is the heart of a true hero. And honestly, I'm so tired of people saying that, human beings are all bad, we all suck, we can't do anything good. It's like, no, we have the choice to make that. I got into an argument with my dad about this recently, saying that I'm tired of watching shows where the main characters are all just bad. Everybody sucks. You can't root for anybody because nobody has anything good about them. They have no good redeemable aspects about them. It's like, no, you can make the choice. Maybe you might have to make a bad choice. You might have to sacrifice certain things for the greater good. But a lot of the time, you need to make a choice. You can make a choice. And you can choose to be good, or you can choose to be evil. And a lot of people think that human beings are evil at our core. That was the whole point of Dante's speech to Asta in Black Clover. But a lot of people just leave it off saying where he says humanity's true nature is evil when he's talking about malice. But everybody fails to continue to listen to what Asta says. And he says, no, I've had those same thoughts. I've had those same emotions and feelings, but I never gave into them because that was my choice. And that is what makes me human.
I'll admit, I have bad thoughts every once in a while too. Sometimes they even give me more power to fight. Thing is, I have a heart that's really strong, so I can control those feelings and use them to do good things instead. That's what makes me human!
Is I have the ability to choose to be better. I have the ability to choose to not be an absolute dog shit piece of human waste. And, you know, just treat everybody like crap. You have the choice. This is a tangent, but I remember one of my coworkers who went to the same high school as me had actually told me, he had asked me one time, hey Richard, is there anybody whose life you ever ruined? And I was like, what are you talking about? And then he said, oh yeah, there was a guy who I gave weed one time, and then he started smoking it and he became like a drug addict later on. I'm like, okay, to be fair, that's ultimately that guy's fault because he could have stopped. He didn't have to become a drug addict. Not to say like he's a bad person because of that. I don't know his life. But that being said, no, as far as I know, I've never ruined anybody's life because I don't like to look at myself as the type of person who does something like that. I like to look at myself as the type of person who can build myself up and build up other people in the process because we have the choice to do that. Hold on, let me readjust this. There we go. The light is way brighter, but that's besides the point. We have the capability and wherewithal to make a choice, to become better, to treat people with respect, to build up other people, to truly be heroic. That's how I like to look at it. And yeah, I'm no saint. I've messed up at times. So what? I'm human. We all do. We all are. We have our bad attributes, but we do have good attributes. That's why we like heroic stories, because they go to show that we don't have to give in to our base nature. We can be so much greater than what whoever's trying to tear us down says that we are. Because if you give up before the fight even begins, then you'll never know what you're truly capable of when that fight ends, if the fight even happens at all. Anyways, when it comes to powerlifting and training, you're not just lifting weights. You're lifting the parts of you that feel weak and transforming them into strength. The struggle isn't the end. It is only the beginning of something way greater and bigger than yourself. The next time you feel like giving up, just keep this in mind. This is all part of the hero's journey. Remember that struggle isn't a sign that you're failing. It's proof that you're growing. That's a hard ass line. Struggle isn't a sign that you're failing. It's proof that you're growing and changing as a person. So, make a choice. Now, that's it for today's video. If you found this interesting and enjoyed this, then make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment down telling me how you guys enjoyed these videos, or if you don't. I'd really appreciate the feedback from everybody on this topic, especially when it comes to heroics, because I've really, in the last few weeks, have been trying to think about being heroic or main character like, or, you know, it's not just about strength training. It's also about what you do with that strength. So make sure to like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.